Hello, this is Nikisha Ware, and I'm so glad you're tuning in today. You're probably here watching this video because you're looking for ways, as a working mom, to spend more time with your family, to spend time with your children. Actually, in my son's room, well, at least one of their rooms today, and on a Friday night, this would actually have been unheard of. So I'm just going to share with you really a solution that I was presented with that I could not pass up. The opportunity was just too good to pass up because I actually was looking and praying for something that would allow me to have choices, time and financial freedom, time with my family. And this has done exactly that. As you know, my story is that I was a frustrated, unfulfilled, unmotivated university administrator who had a huge student loan debt. And even though I loved teaching and coaching teachers, the pace that I was going, traveling out of town a lot, stuffing life in on the weekends, 60, 70, with weeks that I went out of town, 80, sometimes hours a week. Honestly, I just could not keep that up. I could not envision keeping that pace up until I was expected to retire. So when we were presented with an opportunity to build our own business, it was just what the doctor ordered. So I'm going to share with you today the benefits, about 5 benefits that come along with building your own business. So again, I was looking for choices, did not know it was going to come in the form of a network marketing business, but I'm so glad that it has because of these 5 reasons. One, it gives me the opportunity to grow. I had worked almost 20 years in education, worked for the government. I had taught elementary, middle, high school, had been a university administrator. And all that time, I was constantly building someone else's dream, building someone else's vision while my kids were shuffled between aftercare and my mom. And now, with building this business, I don't have to miss that opportunity to contribute. I now have the opportunity to use those same skills, the experience, leverage the same relationship building resources that I had over the course as a teacher and an administrator. I use it in my business every day. So that has been a wonderful benefit because I've been able to just parlay what I've done for years into building my business. The other thing is that it gives me a sense of pride and joy. Oftentimes being a mother and a teacher is such a thankless job. But the fact that I have my own business, that I'm building with my husband, and the sense of accomplishment that it gives me, it is unmatched. The fact that I know that I can touch and impact now hundreds of thousands of lives, whereas before I was really limited just to a classroom or a grade. Now I have the impact, that can really, that gives me the pride and joy and that sense of accomplishment. It is totally amazing. Another thing that has just been really, it was unexpected, but just the time freedom. So you heard me say that I traveled a lot with my job. I worked sometimes 70, 80 hours a week. I was used to stuffing life in on the weekends. I would plan our vacations around business trips. So that was the life. That was the rat race, the hamster wheel that I was in. But now that I'm building my own business, I get to have the choices, the options, that are only inherent of owning your own and being your own boss. So I get to say where I go, when I go. I choose. I set my schedule. I decide in the morning when I get up the people I'm going to help that day, the business partners that we're going to help their friends and family as well. So just having the option to do what I want to do when I want to do it and with the people that I want to do it with is totally priceless. The other thing that has been such a benefit for building my own business is building myself. As an educator who had earned doctorate degree, most of the things I read were books really related to my job. But now with this opportunity, I am learning me. I am learning what makes me tick, what I'm good at, how best I can help and serve others, and that has been totally priceless. And the more I grow, the better my business grows, the better my business flows, the more impact and meaning and significance I can bring to other people's lives. So it has been powerful, just the personal growth and the personal development that comes along with being an entrepreneur and being your own boss and building something from the ground, that you can craft and you detail and design it based on your personal interests that through the personal growth you've determined. So that has been amazing. So the other thing is being there for my kids, being there when they need me. I remember one particular situation that just is now still, it still brings me to tears. It was my oldest son's his fourth birthday. I was flying from Florida on my way to the Atlanta airport, but there was a lot of weather storms, and there was a delay. I kept getting delayed in the Jacksonville, Florida airport. And I was calling my husband, and he was putting me on the phone with my son. And it ended up that I had to spend the night in the Jacksonville airport and fly to Atlanta to fly back to Mississippi the next day. Guys, that feeling, defenseless, powerless, you can't even imagine. I'm sure if you're a mom and you've been in that situation where you've had to miss birthdays and games, and to take them to birthday parties, that those things you cannot get back. But now with the power of having your own business, you can be at every game, you can be at every program, you can be the room mom, you can bring the cupcakes, you can bring the chips. I mean, you can be there when you're needed. And that's one thing that I, as a mother, struggled with. As a senior exec, I was always busy. Again, I was putting 70, 80 hours in, traveling out of time, helping other universities and school districts build their programs up while my children, their time with me was lessened and jeopardized and compromised. So now that I have control, I took my life, my business in my hands, and it has really made all the difference in the world. Now we make it a family. It's a family business. My sons get engaged into what we do. They help out. They attend sessions with me. They always go out of town with me, and they love it. And then I had the opportunity, I was really blessed to be able to homeschool them for a few years. And so I've had the benefit of doing both, homeschooling them and having them in a school program. So the benefits, the benefits of having your own business, you can't even count them. It is inconceivable. The time freedom, the ability to make your own schedule, to be where your family needs you, to have the sense of accomplishment of building something from the ground up, and more importantly, the the feeling that you get from knowing that you can impact somebody's life in a significant and meaningful way. So, if you're that mother like I was, stressed out, burnout, teacher, or some professional, and you're looking for a way to make some changes, make a decision. Make a decision to take control of your future today. And I just hope that what I've been able to share with you has been impactful for you and provided value for you that will move you one step closer to being on the road to having all the choices and the life that you've been dreaming about. So, again, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to sharing with you in the future.